I see yoga like a backpack. Your body is a backpack. You choose to put bad emotion, anger, whatever, or you choose to put love, kindness. This class, by the stretch, will help you to allow all the stress, all the tension. Why do you need to carry the pain? Everything out so you can make space in your fascia, in your body, for empathy, for love, for understanding, for all the, I would say, the more positive feelings.
Allaoua Gaham. He's a yogipreneur, a TEDx speaker, an author, a force of positive change in the world of wellness. From hanging up the suit to rolling out the mat, he embarked on an extraordinary journey, becoming a certified master yoga instructor, self-defense expert, and a creator of two innovative yoga styles, warrior flow and active stretch and mobility. What are the misconceptions or the main misconceptions you hear about yoga?
My own cliche, I thought it was fun.
Welcome back, Alpha Squad. Today I'm thrilled to introduce to you a true embodiment of resilience, transformation, and empowerment. Allaoua Gaham. It's not your average wellness advocate. He's a yogipreneur, a TEDx speaker, an author, a force of positive change in the world of wellness. So get ready to be inspired, enlightened, and uplifted as we deep dive into the remarkable journey of Allaoua on today's episode on the Alpha Talks show. Welcome, and it's an honor to have you today.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here, man.
Same here. I loved it. All is good. All is good.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about you on your podcast, so it's
I
an honor to be here,
appreciate
man.
it. Same here. We'll have a great episode, I'm sure.
I think it's starting already.
Yeah. We started, I think, 2 hours before, but let's get it recorded.
You know more about my life.
Exactly. I don't need these papers anymore. So let's say I always start with a question that people, once we publish the episode, they will look at the thumbnail, they will see the graphics, they will see the title, and they will think it's extremely interesting to watch this episode.
Okay.
What can you promise them today to gain if they gave us their time?
I can't promise anything, but what I can tell is to share my journey, and by sharing my journey, which is not really common, maybe I can unlight some points in terms of business, in terms of spirituality, in terms of self-development. And I'm turning 40, but I feel my life experience have been so much rich and blessed with ups and downs and drama and happy moments that, yeah, there's definitely something that might help people understanding.
And inspire them as well.
I guess.
The first question I always ask, how are you today? How do you feel today?
So I feel great, man.
Great.
I feel amazing, yeah.
And if I ask you to describe yourself to our audience in a very nutshell, what you will say about yourself?
I like to describe myself as a normal man, a normal human being. You know, I try corporate like many people, and I have an awakening moments at a very challenging moments. You know, I had a heart attack as we discussed before.
Yeah, but we need to deep dive into this.
You see, even if we don't go into details, my story, I figure out that it's very common to everyone. Everyone, you know, have different paths, of course, but try corporate, and maybe when they feel that it doesn't really resonate with them, there is drama happening to their life, either health, either divorce, either like, you know, they get fired or something, and then they have to restructure their life. So I really believe like life goes by cycle, and every 10 years after maybe you're 25 or 30, you have to see, we call it the crisis of 30, the crisis, but I just really believe it's just a reconsideration of your purpose, your dharma, if you want to speak as a yogi. That means your meaning, you know, why you here, what's your goals, what's your purpose. We all have unique gifts as a human. We all have something to offer to the humanity. So are you using these gifts to empower others and to self-develop, or are you just blindly follow what politician, what economy, what school, what everything that you've did so far put you in a box and formatted you for that? So what happened to me when I had my heart attack, I broke free.
But let me stop here.
Yeah.
So, guys, that's not a regular yoga instructor. Just just like to let you know. So don't think like there are gonna be a lot of you. No, absolutely not. Not a regular yoga instructor, but I believe he's the best.
Thank you.
A quick note, I find this incredibly intriguing. On the back end of our YouTube channel, it says around 75% of you who watch this channel frequently over the lifetime of this channel. haven't yet hit the subscribe button, I just wanted to ask you for a favor. It helps this channel so much if you choose to just subscribe. It helps us invite guests that give you great value. It helps us scale the production and as well makes this show bigger and bigger for you. And if you enjoyed the previous episodes and you're currently enjoying this episode, could you please hit the subscribe button? I love your support. It's incredible to see all your comments and engagement. And we are just starting. Thank you so much, and I will repay this gesture by making sure that everything we do on this show makes it bigger, and better. I'm committed to do this promise. Do we have a deal? Thank you so much for subscribing. It means the world to me.
So let me go. I'll take you a little bit backwards.
Okay.
And I need to know your backstory, your childhood until you came to Dubai.
Okay, so I born in Algeria. My parents moved to France. I was like 2 years old. I grew up in a very nice place in France called Fontainebleau, which is one of the last monarchic city.
Yeah.
There was a big castle. It's like Versailles. Then very classic. I went to Paris when I get graduated to enter business school. So I did one business school in fashion industry, marketing. And after I moved to the US in Los Angeles, in UCI, so I got my BBA from that in project management. Then I come back to France, I get my MBA, and then I went to China. So I lived in China for a year and a half. And as soon as I get graduated, I'd come back to France. But the problem is like when you lived in the US and China, when you go back to Paris, it feels a little small. You've seen the world, you've seen big countries. We love people, we love opportunities. So I just felt like I needed to, go somewhere. And Dubai was a good option. So I start my career as a cosmetic distributor.
But why Dubai? Like why? Especially at that period of time.
Yeah, it was an opportunity that I create to myself. Basically, my sister opened a beauty lounge, a spa in France, in Paris. So as soon as I get graduated, even before actually, I was helping her with the marketing. So I was looking for brands, and so I did all this exhibition, Cosmoprof, Beauty World in Las Vegas, in Bologna, and just to find a new brand, with good product. And back then, this was the beginning of the organic vibe, so I tried to do something. So I found a French brand called Gemoji Cosmetics, and it was a French brand, so amazing. And the concept is to do cosmetic with precious stone, so a cream based on malachite, on like tourmaline, on quartz, on diamond cream, and it was actually very, very efficient. One of the best brands in the market, but quite expensive. Like you can compare it to La Prairie, so we signed with them exclusivity in the spa, and they were big in Russia actually, in US as well, but not in Middle East. So I just get along with the CEO, and we become friends. We were together for a year. And he told me, I'm looking to open the Middle Eastern market. I told him, I'm looking for a project. Okay, I helped my sister. Now the spa works very well. I did what I have to do, but I want challenge. I want to build my own thing. So I told him, okay, let me do it. Told me, man, you just graduated. You haven't
Exactly. And project management, I'm coming.
We were serious. We really want to open. I told him, okay, let's try. If I fail, what's going to be? So, okay, but it wasn't that easy. But after some days, okay, we just give you like a minimum amount, a ton of product that you have to. Hey, man, give me whatever. I come here. So I came here. I had only one friend who know one person here. Ghanim Al-Hajjari.
No way.
Very good guy. He helped me so much, but he is from Alain. So my first contact in Dubai, my first experience was I lived 6 months in Alain 17 years ago. So it was challenging,
Coming from Paris, US, China.
It was,
hitting a line.
I really loved it, honestly, because I had the opportunity to discover the Bedouin local Arab philosophy, mentality. So I was very close to Ghanim. He really opened his door, opened his heart. I remember the first day I met him, told me, okay, what do you want to do? I told him, I want to distribute cosmetic. So, great. Told me, you need a license. I told him, great. Told me, there is license where you can be a partner and license in free zone. But free zone was back in the zone in Jebel Ali, I guess, or something. So, okay. Told him, can you help me? Told me, I don't do licensing, because I don't want to be responsible of any product, 51%.
Exactly.
I don't involve with foreigners, and He had
And at
his
that time,
own,
should be a local sponsor.
the
kinda.
ownership
Yeah.
of 51%. I told him, okay. And then we stay in his office like 4 hours. You know what it's like? We talk and then we fell.
Exactly.
Then like before I told me, give me your passport. I told him, what?
Passport. Okay.
And you're always scared. New country, you know, new people.
New culture, new everything. Yeah.
And the passport is something important.
Yeah.
I told him, so I had this choice. Should I trust my gut feeling? And we have one friend in common. Is it a trap or is it an opportunity?
Yeah.
And I explore.
Yeah. Take it.
I give him a passport. 2 days after I met him, so 24 hours, I was like this.
Where is my passport?
Where's
Where's my
my
passport?
life? We had lunch and don't worry, things are taken care of. Great. And I was so fortunate because 48 hours, I get my investor visa.
Oof.
And he gave me a license with him as 51% like sponsorship.
Oof.
So he did something he never did before.
Mhm.
We had a click, you know?
Yeah.
And the only thing is like I wanted to call my company Paris Beauty Concept, but in Arabic there's no P. So my company was Paris. So I was the founder of Paris Beauty Concept, based in the lane.
Exactly. Oh my god.
It
Oh my
was
god, on
really
beauty.
distributing a luxury cosmetic. So yeah, the first 6 months were really tough because I had to bring. I mean, you learn a lot because one of the biggest fail I had when I started, I accept to ship 1.5 tons of cosmetic. I was so sure about myself. I'm gonna go like the family, like Shelbu family.
Yeah.
You know, I'll go
Speak to
promote.
them. Negotiate.
It didn't work like
Yeah.
that. So first I did the shipping. It was also complicated. Then my product wasn't halal. You didn't have the certification,
Oh.
which is not a big deal. You can just get the certification. But I didn't know that the product. I mean, I didn't know Dubai was so hot first of all, and I did the smart decision to ship it in summer. So imagine 1.5 tons of
Melting.
diamond cream in the Dubai warehouse airport. So they told me we're gonna hold them, we put the seal on it until you
Get the
get
certification.
the certification. So if I would have bring them to Abu Dhabi with the connection of Hanim, I guess things would have been easy, yes. But no, it was never gonna be, and I didn't want to be a pain in his neck, like, you know, it's like he already helped me, so now it's my. So it took me about a week to get all the certification, I think. So the only option I had is to put my 1.5 tons of machineries into the flower warehouse.
For coolish a little bit, yeah?
Yeah, with AC.
Yeah.
But I think it's like 14,000 a day or something. I don't remember exactly what that. That means I think I lost maybe 200,000 dirham my first week of business, just because I didn't have the information, I didn't do the right thing, and so I was like, okay, new country, new climate, new rule, new everything, and it was very hard. The 2 first years, really, I was like.
And you started this business, and there was a business out of it. You distributed the products.
Yeah, the first year when you introduce a cosmetic brand, you need to change everything, the barcode, the label. So I spent a lot of money that I didn't have actually. I had to get a loan. You know, this was, I just got graduated.
True.
Okay, parents, brother and sister, they can help you for a little bit, but
Here, nobody. Yeah, true.
you just
Alone.
lost 200K
On the spot.
on the spot. Okay. So I was like, okay, let me just go back to France. But now I was like, okay, I'm here. Let me try. And so this is my life. Every day, let me try today. Let me try. And I found out ways, and I learned the hard way. Then I moved to Dubai and I started distributing, and it took 2 years to pick up, really.
2 years. And then from here, you moved to a totally also different business.
Yeah.
Children kind of clothes.
It was a very good introduction for me, like the cosmetic world, but it's really challenging, really. Especially we were distributing retail products, so we were working with distributors, Al Fahim Group, Paris Gallery, and also spa products. So we were also dealing with hotels. So it's 2 very highly competitive business, you know. And it was not really me, you know. I'm not into cosmetic, like particularly. I liked it. It was a great way to start, but I did it for like a year and a half, 2 years after this 2 years. So I keep the brand for 4 years.
Okay.
But the problem, and this is a business move that I did that I can share with you guys. I was a sole distributor for like 11 countries, right? Now I struggle really hard 2 years, and now it start picking up. But I want to withdraw myself So I was signing deals year after year. I told the principals, the brand, now I want a deal for 5 years. Told me there's no way. Okay, I negotiated 2 years. I found someone very serious that can take the distribution. And I signed a contract on Monday. On Friday, I was giving my solo distribution right to a third party. She bought my stock. She bought the rights. The brand at the beginning was like, no, we're supposed to find the right distributor. It's a good person. It has, like
the channels are good. Yeah.
Channels are good. And then everyone was happy. But I make money through this. I sold the stock, whatever, and I sold my solo right. And then also, this is a business podcast. Yeah. So back in the days, a lot of brand was not trademarked in the Middle East.
Yeah, true.
So I had the trademark. By law, I didn't even want to have the trademark. But by law, if you're a distributor, so you have to own the trademark. So I sold the trademark as well. So I made money by the trademark, by the solo right.
Yeah.
So I was rich.
And
like,
you were
yeah.
kind of back out of this business, so you passed it over to a third party.
Yeah.
And then you had the time to want to establish something new.
I had the money, not even the time. I had, like now, I have some cash. I want to invest. So let me go back to my real love, which is fashion. And I was like, okay, I will create my own label. As simple as that. But it wasn't simple. Like it doesn't work this way. So yeah, I was planning to design jacket for men. And I remember back in the days, it was the beginning of Instagram. I was a good friend with Lady Fozaza, El Hanout Badar, and like Huda back in the days because of the cosmetic. Where we had some posts. Man, already back in the days, Huda made one post on her blog back in the days, 400 sales, like inside this, like people were scrolling. So it was really the beginning of the social power of Instagram. And I have a nephew, and back then he was like 5 years old or something, maybe less. Everything I was designing for adult, I was making a smaller version for him, but as a gift, But matter of fact, every time my sister was going to malls, all the women say, "This is so cute. What is it? I mean, where did you get it?" And then
start opportunity.
You start cooking. I'm like, because man industry is very complicated.
True.
Like, why I put myself in? After 6 months, I was like, I'm putting myself in a headache. The production should be either in Italy. It's so expensive. Either in Turkey. I explore everything. The supply chain is very complicated. And I was like, man, I didn't want headache.
This.
I don't want this. So I said, let me look to the kids.
So you pivoted also.
From the beginning. After 6 months, I was like, where is the market? Where is the market? Is it, does the market need more men's jacket brands? Or does the market needs kids?
Which nobody's serving them.
And it was the beginning of Dior Kid, Gucci Kid. So all the big brand now, they killed the woman fashion. They killed the man fashion. Now it was also all the living, the habitat, the design, home, Armani, and they were exploring kids. So I was exactly at this moment. So I started hiring. I was like, if I want to do it seriously, I need the best. So I hired Chloé Robin. She was the number 2 assistant of Christian Lacroix, a personal friend, I know her from China. And she's a personal shopper in France for Louis Vuitton. So I tell her,
come.
Habibti, come to Dubai.
We have business to do.
This is how it started. So we were in my office, and this is funny.
I wanted to ask you this question. Where was your office?
In your tower. I don't know if I can say the tower. Here, the 7th tower. I was your neighbor, 10th floor down, 17th floor. That's why I saw. So I came today. I was like,
oh my God.
Flashback, same view, everything. I was like, wow. So yeah, I had an office here. I had actually pretty much half of the floor, the production, the creation, everything. And I wanted the brand to be made in the UAE. So I started taking business units into factories here, and this was a very headache because the standard of quality was not the same. So, but I found good people. But it took 1.5 years, 2 years really to establish. But then 2 years, 40 stores.
Owned 40 stores.
Not owned because it's.
Or you're supplying to them.
Exactly, I supply. I had a business model only on supply. I had no standalone.
Yeah, exactly.
But
40 stores in a year, true.
What's the rent in Dubai Mall? It's gonna make still a small. It was on my private phone. I was like, no, I'm not gonna spend all my money.
I'll pass it to them.
Exactly. So they had already licensing. So we were working with and why we went very fast because I think I understand something with business. You have to go with your possible clients. So I was introducing schools, nurseries, party place, playing areas, and I was selling a lot of t-shirts in the play areas. You know, there is one here in Marina Mall, there's the one back in the days. So I was telling them, okay, we take care. See, they always have a small corner to sell. Yeah, tell them, okay, we use the corner. Just give us the space. We do the merchandising. So see, like I was buying this black velvet cross control.
Yeah, exactly.
Something very fancy and logos and plus just for 100 dirham t-shirts. See, so they were. The mother were bringing the kid were playing, and then they're like, wow, this is so cute. And honestly, our design was very good. Very, you know, we redesigned the sarwell. So I don't know like how many sarwell. But yeah, for like 2-3 years, it was growing, moving very good. We were on newspapers, on magazines. And,
wow.
But this is how problems started.
And then,
yeah.
You have music. But you closed the
business.
business or you sold the business before this happened?
I was still carry on. I had my heart attack. I was still.
So the heart attack happened. Let's talk.
Because that was the turn. I operate for nearly 6 years, and every year it was getting harder and harder because there's two problems when you're an entrepreneur: when your business doesn't work, or when your business works
and you too much.
So you need to make decision, find investors. Change the production because here the production capacity is not the same. So then we change all the value of the company. See, we want to do it locally. Now we have to do it in
China,
Bangladesh, China, Turkey. So I didn't want that. I was like, and I guess maybe this was the roots of the problem. I had this vision of an ethical, locally made,
your vision.
Yeah, my vision was good. See, or I sell the company. This was like another option. I had no one who wants to buy, but I was like, maybe let's try to get investor or people who's gonna. So, and I was not designing. I designed for like the 2 first years, and the 4 other years I was solving problems. Supply chain, customer service,
returns,
online sale. We were on the platform, you know, like all on the platform, and then Aramex. I mean, visas. Pierre had 70 employees. How you handle that? Plus French. I'm French. I love French, but they're not easy to deal with. I've worked 3 hours more. Wait. Take it easy. So I had to do all this all the time. And yeah, so I think step by step, I started sacrificing my health. So I was wealthy. So I had the wealthy lifestyle. That means I was going out every night. I had many girlfriends. I live on a palm in a big fancy house. Driving fancy car, but this was absolutely not enough. This was actually adding to my shoulders because the bigger is the house, the more money you pay in maintenance, in
expenses
fees,
are higher, the running cost.
And then you just see why? I mean, why do I need to live like a billionaire? And then this is ridiculous, you know. So I guess a lot of things was not aligned with me, with who I am, where the company was going, the choice I have to make, and the value of my life, the value of my friends. And
you didn't have a partner, you were the sole owner.
Every single penny. Of course, brothers, sisters, especially sisters, help, and friends at some moment, but no, I was sole owner. It was here in a free zone. So, so, you know, matter of fact, this happened. So I think I was under a lot of pressure for the past year and a half before my heart attack, which was actually a pre-heart attack. Thanks God my heart didn't stop, but it was like a strong like arrhythmia. I stayed in ICU for...
At what age was that?
I was around 30, 31, I guess, 31 years old. So it's changed everything. Changed everything. And on top of that, my father got sick in France, so I had to go back in France and stay in France. So it was like, I had like 2-3 years of warnings. So I'm wondering, like,
you need to slow down.
Exactly, not going in the right direction. And I could not slow down the company because, you know, if you...
It's on the trajectory to grow.
It's like a bicycle.
True.
Either it right, either it falls. So I didn't want this to fall as well. I didn't know. I had no vision. What I'm gonna do with my employees. What I'm gonna do with the stock. There's another batch of production like coming. Where I'm gonna put them and then, tick, 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 tick. So this was the sound I hear for the
So the heart attack happened.
Next 4 days.
What impact it left on you? Because a lot of people say like you usually don't care about your health until you have a health problem. And when you have a health problem, it's gonna be your only focus.
It's a warning. It's a warning like, hey, you're doing something wrong. You know, it's literally your body talking to you. You have to fix it.
And you were alone.
Yeah, I was alone in the hospital, and ICU. You cannot. But see, it sounds bad like this, but it was not actually a bad time. It was just a forced retreat. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I like reconsider things.
A wake-up call.
Wake-up call that tell you what are your priorities in life. What is success? Is success having company that you pay with blood, heart attack, or it's not that? So I was like, no, I don't think it's that. Obviously not that. So I asked forgiveness to my body, and I tell my body, if you give me another chance, I'll change things.
So that was the promise you did yourself. So what was the first thing you did?
I stopped smoking. Like literally, I mean, I don't smoke at the hospital, but like. So like since then, I don't smoke anything, even shisha, even anything. Like
done.
It was a promise.
So you took your health too serious after this incident.
This is a good question because I didn't take my health seriously. I was taking my possible death seriously. You know what I mean? So that means that means you don't try to be healthy and eat quinoa. And I mean, you're not at all in this thing. You're like,
I don't want to die.
Exactly. What should I do?
Not to die. True.
For this not to happen again.
True.
And you feel like you become desirable somehow. It's like having a disability inside that no one see, but maybe one day I'm going to walk in the street and maybe one day I'm going to lift something. So this is what you ask to yourself. What going to be my life now? I knew I was entering a new life with a new reality, and I cannot continue the same way. So I was clear that I had to stop my company, do something else. And so I smoothly take the company into sleeping mode with the next 2 years. Very smoothly.
Intentionally. The intention said like, okay, I'm gonna kind of stop it.
I tell everyone, I tell my employee that I really loved, and I didn't want them to just close the company. So I helped them, whoever I could find another job, smoothing them operation. In 6 months we were going almost into.
What gave you this confidence? Like like you're having a business, running a business that creates kind of good income, and then you had a health hit. Then you decided, okay, you have no options, as I understand from you now. I don't have another plan. I just will smooth things down until it dies, and then we'll see what happens.
I could not see, I didn't have another option, because what to do? Either I close the company right away and people suffer. I didn't want that. And I didn't want the brand that I created from scratch to just disappear. So I had to smooth up things. I didn't have other option. And I couldn't carry on, because without me, the company cannot exist. I was like, not the main designer, but I was the DA.
Main driver.
Yeah, I was the DA. I was like deciding which collection and. And that's why I had a lot of my shoulders, and people could not see because I was not showing. When I go with my friend and party and something, no one knows that inside, like something is burning. True. But I mean, I think it's just the way it is. So I mean, it's a choice.
True.
It's a choice. It's a choice, but you don't have choice. So I just took the turn.
And then you started to make it slow down. And then what happened to become one of the most or famous or best yoga instructor?
So I decided.
We've been talking almost 30 minutes and we didn't touch yoga.
Yoga, it's new to my life. I mean, new, it's like 8 years, but it's still new compared to. So I decided to take 1 year off, and to understand my issue, to understand who I am and what I want in life, and start changing things. And so yoga came to my life through my wife, which is sitting here. Hello. Thank you. Can I thank you again? And so basically I needed to turn to fitness and to rehab, without something not too hard. And I met a girl who happened to be in my life, Anna. She told me, you should try yoga. I told her, no way.
How yoga? Who don't believe in this?
What yogurt? Probiotics? No, I told her, no way. I'm not wearing leggings. I'm not oming. I'm not. So now she said, you should try, it's good. And well, I tried. I hated it. It was very hard for me to
accept it as something that will help you.
Yeah, I saw it as a weakness, like a downgrade. Before I go to the
course,
gym,
yeah.
I was fighting. And
a businessman making the money rains in. And
I really saw it as a downgrade.
Yeah.
And this humbled me a lot. Like, it was also that life is not about money. It's not about, it's like, it's about your self-development. What's inside your brain, what's inside your heart, and what you're gonna leave as a legacy. So from this day, everything changed.
What was the inspirational moment? Because yes, for us, let's say, like I don't want to say about our culture but turning to from a businessman, a gym guy, a self-defense instructor, tuck, oh shit, a yoga. What was the inspiration moment?
The challenge, I guess. I got challenged by yoga itself. I was very frustrated not to be able to do just sitting on the floor with straight leg. When we don't do yoga and when you work out and you stiff, it's a project. You cannot just sit like that. So I was like, okay, so all these years I've been fighting, I've been traveling the world, I've learned a lot. I cannot sit on the floor more than 30 seconds without having a back pain.
I can't. I can't. It's a disaster one, but okay.
That's why I do this for people like you. I swear, I feel my mission is to take normal people, come to yoga, sit on the floor, relax.
Exactly.
Yeah, and just do the process that I've been through. Be humble. Tomorrow your life can end. Tomorrow your life can change. If you get disease or something, tomorrow anything, but not necessarily in a bad way, but your life is not granted. Nothing is granted. So be humble. Whoever you are, whoever you do, if you're not humble, you put yourself in danger because you weaken your mind. If you're humble and if you explore life with a good heart and good brain and spirituality and feel the vibration of universe, this is starting to go now, so universe energy. But it's true, I didn't believe in energy before. For me, energy was like like electricity, voltage,
energy, vibes. What do you mean?
Exactly, but we are actually water. 80% of the body is water,
exactly.
And electricity go through water. See, so when you want to discharge electricity, you put on the ground. So same thing with us. So when you have static energy from fear, from oxidative stress, from tension, the only way to let go is like the Muslim, they pray, yeah? So when they put their head on the floor, it's also a way to discharge.
True, correct.
So any contact with the ground will discharge you from negative energy, negative emotions, physical tension. So yoga, it's not, it should have another name, because I guess now when you say, even when I started and even when I tell to people I'm a yoga teacher, the idea that they have about yoga, it's absolutely not reflecting what yoga is.
But you're actually not a normal yoga person. But
yeah, but that's the thing.
You're not. You created your own thing.
I guess that's why. So now I'm not. I'm a yoga master instructor, so I can certify other instructors. But the two things I developed, it's fire and water. The warrior flow, which is a vinyasa. It's a cardio.
But I want to take you back a little bit back. You're a corporate guy. Had a health thing. Then you entered a sphere, which is so, I would say, kind of so regulated in a way that there are that's a format of a yoga instructor, a specific way of doing things. You're not that type. And then, and you're not that type. But you wanted to make a mark in this industry. When we talked offline, you said something, I'm a marketeer by background. You said something that you utilized that I would like you to share with the audience, because it's one of the smartest way to gain popularity, to gain credibility and trust in a particular field. And you did it for yourself and it worked well. Yeah.
So thank you for that. And I'm happy to share that, because this is how everything changed. So when I start considering becoming a yoga teacher full-time, unfortunately, you don't make a lot of money. It's like it's a career where you dedicate yourself to others. So you're not necessarily business oriented, but I'm business oriented. And this woman that make me discover yoga, I marry her and we get kids, and so I have to now thinking back about how to live in Dubai, because it's a challenging city.
True.
It's an amazing city, but you really have to make something more than just yoga.
True.
By the way, you see the other profile of yoga teacher, they're usually wife of someone that works and they don't live completely about yoga. And I guess I'm pretty much the only person that I really know, sincerely, that lives only with yoga. I mean, yoga project related, but yoga. So I was like, okay, if I want to take it seriously, I need to become an authority. I need to become someone famous. People need to come to my class, to come to my event. Brand should reach out to me. So how to do that? So I was no one, and my yoga was very limited. So I just associate myself to the best of the best in the world. That's it. So I contacted all the best yoga teachers through Instagram, and I was thinking, what gonna bring them here? Money. So what saved me was my savings. So I offer a $10,000 cash to yoga teacher, very famous one, to come here in the UAE and to teach with me masterclass.
Associating yourself with the top names in the industry.
Exactly. Yeah. So even on the flyer, I had the picture of the superstar and the picture of me. So I went to all the best yoga studio in Dubai, and I'm doing this masterclass with Sean Phelps, with Jonah Case, with Jacob Mahin. So I bring him here in the UAE. And of course, the yoga studio, we love the idea, we want to do it. So I tell them, I give you 10% as a cut. You help us promote and sell. And so it's how we started. It worked very well. I was thinking that I'm okay to lose the money that I give
to gain something else,
to get followers, to get knowledge from the teacher, and to make my name in the market. But I was actually making money after that, because I was not stopping to the masterclass. I was doing retreats, and then I was doing events, and I was going to see developer and tell them, okay, we can host an event for you. I charge 100,000 dirham, but we bring you 2,000-3,000 people, and also the promotion and the radio and the TV. And this is how I make the road bowling. So every time I was associating my name to a much bigger name than mine.
Exact, to elevate.
To the point that my name became actually
the biggest.
Not the, I don't know if I can say
the biggest in the market now.
I don't know. Yeah, there is a lot of. I mean, this is hard for me to tell, but
with your style.
Let's say yoga. Yeah, yoga now somehow a lot of people will associate it with my brand, Allaoua Yoga. You know, and yeah, it was. I think it was a genius move in terms of marketing.
True.
Because I could just have, and I'm not saying genius like I had the idea, I'm a genius. Just the approach was the most efficient. And
a shortcut to get where you want,
and give main results and collaterals. Collaterals, all these yogis are spending time with them. I learned a lot from them. 20 years of their practice, I was like learning in few days. So they was like giving me the knowledge. Plus on Instagram, day and night with them. Hey, Allaoua. I went from 9,000 followers to 100,000 in 2 years, you know. So plus my main business, because when this person leave, then I'm alone here.
Exactly.
So the studio are calling me now.
Exactly. You are the authority.
Exactly. So everything will go through me now. They believe, you can bring this guy. So
one of the best strategies.
2 years, it changed everything. Then the brands start approaching me because you know. So this is how it goes. Then the governments are approaching me for event, and this is how the ball starts rolling.
One of the interesting things, you work in a market that you actually dominated now by doing a couple of things. One of them is you created your own style. Can you tell us what's your own style? What is the warrior thing? What is that?
Okay, first of all, I don't dominate the market.
Let's say it's on my channel. I can say whatever I want.
I'd say I'm a major player like many other instructors and many other.
That's being humble. Okay.
No, it's you know. But yeah, I mean, I had some achievement. Let's put it this way. Okay, so. The understanding that I had from yoga was that yoga should be for everyone. And sometimes I feel that some yoga teacher really feel that they fully enlightened and they can only enlight elite people that have studied Bhagavad Gita deeply. And it's not my approach. You know, I think yoga should be fun. So yoga, to me, it serves two purposes, physical and emotional.
Okay.
So physical, I create a style called the warrior flow, where I mix strong posture vinyasa to take people to handstand, because the dream of a lot of people is to go to inversion and handstand. So I designed a program, a progressive approach, revolving around the warrior 1, warrior 2, warrior 3, to take people from state 0 to handstand.
Okay.
A very loyal student. And now I'm graduating instructors. So I give the right to them to use this style. So that's why I'm a master instructor. That's number one. Number two, it's something that helps releasing trauma inside the fascia.
Okay.
So it's interesting because for a long time, we thought that the trauma was inside the brain, you know.
Mhm.
But there is some studies that actually prove that the fascia is inside the body.
Mhm.
And where?
Interesting.
Inside the fascia.
Okay.
The trauma will not go to the muscle, will go in the soft tissues in the body. Like fascia is like all the emptiness, the fat,
Yeah.
the water inside the body. Right? It's a little hard to describe, but it looks like a web net inside the body that keeps the organs together, the muscles together. So it's what is between the biomechanical structure, bones and soft tissues. Then you have fascia. I believe that, and I experienced that. I had some trauma from childhood that allowed my body to get rid of. And we say it in yoga. Yoga will allow you to get rid of whatever doesn't serve you anymore. So basically, I see yoga like a backpack. Your body is a backpack. You choose to put bad emotion, anger, sadness, guilt, whatever, or you choose to put love, kindness, happiness. So this class, by the stretch, will help you to allow all the stress, all the tension, all the anger. What's anger? Punishing yourself for the mistake of someone else. Why do you need to carry the pain? See?
Got it out.
All the trauma, all the sadness, everything out so you can make space in your fascia, in your body for empathy, for love, for understanding, for all the, I would say, the more positive feelings, you know. So that's my two styles.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one so far. I mean, I have few instructors already, but mainly this is, I would say, humbly, a form of my contribution to yoga. Really, this is I trying really to help people on two ways.
You know, one of the things that we talked about when we were not recording, one of the other things that I believe you did that contributed to your success is you said that what I did is I trained with the best to become the best. Correct? And you trained with all the top gurus of yoga to make who you are right now.
To try to be the best.
Yeah. And this is the message that I want to tell to everyone that's listening to us. Being the best and playing in a mediocre level, it doesn't work. You need to train yourself with the best. Can you tell us this part of story? Why you wanted to? What happened to train with the best?
The problem is like when you start be associating with the best, you cannot when a company or a studio or people trust you, don't deliver what they expect.
Results.
You know, you have a minimum. So the thing is like with my strategy, I become maybe known faster than I deserved in terms of pure yoga techniques, because yoga still it's a journey. You know, you need time. You cannot just be enlightened in 1 year. You know, so even I'm practicing since the 8th year. I feel I'm just discovering yoga yet. You know, so I just back off a little bit, slow down things, and COVID came, and COVID was the best thing for me in my time, because it gave me time to train actually.
Yeah.
So I was intensively trained for many months, many weeks.
With the best.
Yeah, I was hiring, for example, to learn handstand. I didn't hire a yogi. I hired Piotr, which is an athlete and a former Cirque du Soleil like performer. So he has different technique, different approach. So whatever I learned from him, now I'm applying and I'm learning to my student. And I even went in more shortcuts because I understand. See, when you grow up doing sports and you try handstand, it might be easy because you have already alignment.
Exactly.
But when you're 31, 32, 33.
What handstand you're talking about?
My wife is here during the lockdown. I was like doing handstand in my
living room.
I was joking. I hurt my back. I was like, you see, it's like an elephant trying to handstand. I had absolutely no control, no idea where I'm going. It was suicide. I was like, put my hand, throw my leg, and pray for someone to help me. So, because I've been there, I know if tomorrow you try handstand, you're gonna go there.
Yeah.
So I know how to make you go into a proper form fast, hold fast, and just give you some line for you to practice and improve very fast. So that's why I included it into my my warrior flow as well. You know.
Another thing that I noticed, your style of yoga, which we talked also offline, is a little bit different than you said, like yoga and entertainment. You combine both to define yourself into this kind of not standard market, I would say.
This is what I see before. A lot of yogis, and maybe this is the vision of yoga. They take things, I believe, maybe too seriously. And already yoga is intimidating. But you see, you, for example, it's very intimidating for you to go in a yoga studio
absolutely.
full of ladies with leggings, putting the leg behind the head, and you will not be able to see. So this was my story. So I just trying my best to make yoga a fun experience. And I guess my mission, if we speak only about yoga, is to bring yoga to the highest amount of people, and especially to the people that think they don't need yoga. I am a man, I am Muslim. I believe I contribute to the expansion of yoga here at the man community, at the Arab community, because sometimes it can be seen as a religion. So the fact that I'm Muslim and that yoga is just a tool for you to be better. Don't even go into the religious part, the spirituality. You don't need that. I'm coming from yoga from the medical, the medical perspective. So it's neutral, but it's something that you need. It's very hard to live a complete life, honestly, if you don't do yoga. Or some aspect of yoga. That means meditation, gratitude, introspection. Yoga allowed you to look with the eyes that you have inside your body, to talk to your organs, to talk to your cells. You can live a life, but you will miss a big chunk of it.
But a question here. What are the misconceptions or the main misconceptions you hear about yoga? Like a couple of them. Like what are the main ones?
My own cliche, I thought it was for lady and you need to be flexible already to do yoga. I hear that a lot. I don't do yoga, I'm not flexible. Like why? One day you're gonna wake up, oh, I'm flexible, I can start yoga. You become flexible with the practice. We say in yoga, everything comes with the practice. See? And you know this rule of the 10,000 hours. Whatever you do 10,000 hours, you become an expert.
Exactly.
It's a journey.
If people don't understand what are the benefits of yoga, just for a quick top of mind, what would be the main benefits of a person that to practice yoga?
Someone who smoke. Know the benefits of smoking. You know what I'm saying? So I think you don't need to know the benefits of yoga or anything. I will give you the benefits, but you don't need to know to start, because there's one more fence that you put like an excuse. Oh, I cannot start because I'm not interested into
the benefit.
It's, I guess, I would suggest not to take this from this side, but take it from the other side.
Okay.
See, to explore your own benefits in yoga. Try. Sign it for 6 months. Do 6 months, go once a week, find an instructor that you like, because that's the main part. Because if you do even the best yoga in the world, Ashtanga, something advanced, but you don't like the instructor, you're not commit. I give a tip to people. Get the studio which is the closest to your house. You don't care about the instructor much, especially if you start.
Just to break the habit.
Yes, exactly. Get the habit, get the understanding, and get to explore yourself. And the benefits will come to you. If you go for yoga for a special reason, you might be disappointed, and that's why
it doesn't happen.
It's like everything, man. You go to the fitness because you want to lose weight or look good, but looking good and looking fit, it's a positive consequence of your nutrition and of your permanent practice. You know. So
True.
It's a reward.
I like this perspective actually.
Yeah, it's a reward. It's a reward. Like you look good, you look fit, and you are healthy because you make the effort behind. So same thing with yoga. So now what can you expect? Improve your flexibility. That's one of the main things. Understand who you are in terms of meditation and exploration. So you will know what are your limits, and you will know how to push your limits. So that means you're expanding as a human being. My personal benefit, I'm a different person. I'm more calm, and I don't stress that much for things. I guess this is important, especially when you have kids and family, and when you try project, because my work is to try some projects. Sometimes we spend a lot of time, a lot of money, and the project doesn't go through, and probably some people will like smoke, drink, and me I'm like, it's not for me, it's not for us, something, you see. So you learn how to protect yourself.
Okay.
I give you an example. One of the main things I learned into yoga is like to manage my anger. I had a lot of anger. So I understood that nothing is happening to you, but everything is happening with you. So every time something happened to you, your ego will say, why you, why me, I'm sorry for myself. This is a waste of time and waste of energy. If you start just digesting whatever happened to you, okay, it happened to me, halas, I move on, you save a lot of time, and you save a lot of trauma as well. You're driving a car. there's a guy who cut you off in front of you. Like, what are you gonna do? Insult him. Try to chase him. Why? Because you feel it's personal, right?
True.
So then you get angry. You're angry, so you're punishing your heart, your mind. You break your day. Your day can be spoiled. You know. So you're punishing yourself for the mistake of someone else. You don't do anything. You're just driving. You know. So this is stupid, right? So now, if you think about it, what can be the other reaction? Forgive the guy.
Maybe he's running to hospital.
Exactly. Maybe his mother is sick. Or maybe he feels sorry to have to do that, but he's in a rush. Then you're gonna remove all the negative emotion, all the not understanding, frustration, whatever, and you're gonna make place for compassion.
True.
You're gonna find yourself compassion. Like, it's okay. Did he spoil my day? Not really. Did he break my car? Not really. Yeah. So you decide, and this is called perspective. Things happen to you, good, bad. It's up to you.
True.
You decide
Change
how
your
you want to.
perspective.
Yeah. So
True.
this is what yoga brings to your life, man. It's like, can you imagine how powerful is it if everyone was doing yoga? Everyone will start seeing life with compassion, with love, with kindness. It's deep, you know. It's not just like anger and envy and frustration and sadness and guilt. This is horrible. So you change your polarity. I believe personally that we have water in the body like a lake. You decide if you want to have a clear, pure lake, or if you want to have a smelly swamp full of, you know, acidity, toxicity. So I choose. I always gonna go towards the clear lake. So I work on myself. How? With my breath. How? With my yoga experience. When you hold the posture for so long, everything is collapsing. Then you breathe. And then you start changing the polarity of your brain. Your willpower is like the gym, you know, your willpower change. So by changing your body, changing your mind, you elevate yourself. This is my understanding of yoga. You know?
You nailed it. You know, a lot of people, I ask them, how is your typical day? And since you're a yoga master plus an entrepreneur, how your day looks like?
Okay, I woke up in the morning, I smoke a cigarette.
Exactly. Guys, follow the plan. Wake up, smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, this is my life. No, I woke up early, usually around 5. Now I teach mainly privately. So in the morning I have my 2 or 3 private students that I have since many years, you know. So I have a special relationship with them. They're special people to my heart. So this is how I start the day. So up to maybe I woke up at 5:30. So I start teaching 6:30, 7 until maybe 11. Then I eat. I try to find some time to eat. Then after, let's say from 1 to maybe 4, I dedicate some hours to one of my project or one of my company. So maybe Monday I'll deal with the event organization that's coming soon. Tuesday I deal with this retreat that I'm doing wherever, you know. Wednesday I will build a program for the corporate that appoint me. Thursday I will prepare my meeting because I'm a consultant as well for the entity that appoint me. You know, so I try to balance it. And evening, it depends. I usually don't plan my evenings. I meet people because networking is a big part of my work and my life today. I train. I don't see. For me, I give this evening time to do what I want to do at this time. I always spend a lot of time with my family, so I'm happy to come home not too late so I can spend time with my sons. So and it is, if I have to break down, it's like this: like 1/3 I teach, 1/3 I take care of my business, and 1/3 I do what I want. I do something that make me happy because I don't want this to happen again. You know, like to repeat the same mistake.
If I ask you what will be or what was your favorite failure that you had, that's gonna be the heart attack or the pre-heart attack thing that you learned a lot from, a favorite one?
All of them. Honestly, I don't have favorite, like from
the
all of them.
The one which was a killer, like really, because this is a pivotal moment.
Yeah, killer in which sense? Like that it was hard for me to take, you know?
No, a pivotal, like things flipped after from the lesson you learned.
This heart attack things was 100% the most important thing in my life. Like I saw it as a curse.
In the beginning, but
now
it's a blessing.
Blessing, big time blessing.
And if I switch the question, what was your biggest accomplishment to date? The one that you're proud of?
I think my family. Really, this is the things that make me proud, because it's not easy to balance everything. And honestly, my wife is amazing and she's very supportive. And my kids now, I feel I have a responsibility not just of feeding them, taking them to school, but the responsibility of trying to make them the best human possible through what I teach to people. That means you speak, but act should follow.
True.
So my boys, I hope they will carry my legacy. Whatever I understood from life, I hope I will be able to transfer it to them, for them to maybe save time or do some things that they have to do in bigger level.
Since we are in like kind of business and entrepreneurship mindset show, do you think, what's your take on, is everybody can be an entrepreneur or anybody can be an entrepreneur, or it's a DNA thing?
Honestly, I don't know. It's hard to tell, no? Because
Yeah, it is
I mean,
very.
everyone can be entrepreneur, but
But what are the skills you think that they need? Resilience, of course.
okay, I think you asked me if everyone can be a successful entrepreneur. Yeah,
No,
because
no, of course.
just
Like, yeah,
entrepreneur.
no, of course, successful. Like, be an entrepreneur and fuck yourself
this
up.
is
No,
important. No,
like,
I mean, like a lot of people are actually trying, and
of course.
yeah. And
But that's why I want to identify from your point, because you were a successful businessman in a particular field. You changed to a wellness thing. You became successful. So there are some traits and characters that
This was a leap of faith, man. Because when you own the salary I was owning, and then the day for another, like, you accept to be paid 100 dirham for an hour, it's very complicated. But yeah, I would say, I don't know. It's very hard, because for some people it will be not to give up. If you don't give up, of course, you have this guy, a French public speaker, and he's an entrepreneur. He was on the Shark Tank thing, like Anthony Bourbon, and he said the difference between a loser and a winner. The winner try one more time. So I guess one of the main things is not to give up, you know. And I was talking with my friends, actually just today, like summer, if you hear the podcast.
Yeah.
Happened to be my lawyer as well, but my student and one of my closest friends. And he told me something right. He said everyone has a gift, and the day you find your gift, this is how you can start capitalizing on it. And then either you become a freelance, an entrepreneur, or this is what's gonna change your life. So I will maybe encourage people to explore. You see, I don't know if I have a gift in yoga, but I found my purpose, at least through something pretty dramatic, so it can come to you. But I believe I could have found it earlier if my lifestyle would have been in adequation. You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess there's always a chance to so exploration, I guess.
Exploration.
Is good.
I love this word.
Explore. You don't know.
Go
if you try to perform, you putting pressure on you. So you programming yourself to fail, because you will never be satisfied.
True.
But if you explore, there's no failure. There's no failure. How do you want to fail something
if you don't try?
You don't know. Yeah,
True.
something you don't know. Like, it's like going in a cave. Why do you fail?
True.
You fall in a hole? No.
Exploration.
Exploration.
What is the next big thing for you, or a project that you're working on that you want to announce on? You announce it.
Yeah, 2024 for me will be maybe the year of 2 projects that I have. I'm focusing now on networking, you know, because there's many business club, membership, association, but nothing really for the well-being people. So I have the ambition to gather all the best experts, fitness professional, well-being entrepreneur together, so we can have some action, common action. Support, create a community, not just a community, but a community of communities.
True.
You know, and see how we can create an impact by helping people, maybe by creating a business synergy, so everyone can start making more business and more money. Because unfortunately, in the well-being industry, some yoga teachers, some PhD teacher, they don't get paid
True.
what they really worse. They're helping people, they're changing life of people, and I'm sad that they don't at least get paid like a doctor. They should be almost at the same level, you know. So I'm just trying humbly to see how we can structure and organize a network so we can be stronger together. So that's my first project, and hopefully will join us also in this project.
We will. Yeah.
And the second one, I guess I will start the online adventure. I feel it's time for me to start going online. And maybe
there's going to be courses and coaching online.
I'm not sure yet, but once again, I want to explore.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm capable of. I don't know what people want to hear from you. Maybe from you.
I'll do it.
Do you hear from me maybe some business advice? I mean, I have requests, so it seems that Love Yogi would like to would like me to help them creating their own brand and try to find some other path. Of course, maybe yoga and everything. So I feel maybe it's time for me to scale it. You see, I started really conservatively. See, and what I told you before, I'm not motivated, because motivation is when it's already too late and you have to keep yourself up to the reality. I'm trying to get inspired by people. I'm very inspired by you. I'm inspired by people that I meet today, yesterday, the day before. And the inspiration that I'm receiving now, the message that I'm receiving now is start doing something online, a platform, either join a platform, either create my own. I'm not sure yet, but I will explore this year.
We're looking forward to it. You're on the Alpha Talks show. I have, I would say, the flagship question that I ask, which is, but it's going to be different for you. Yeah. It's called, how do you define an alpha for you? But for you, I want you to define alpha in two phases. Before the heart attack and after the heart attack now. What was the definition of alpha for you before?
You mean alpha like alpha man?
An alpha man. Or an alpha woman. What's an alpha? But in these both phases, because I believe it's different.
Honestly, it's the same.
No way.
The same. For me, alpha man, it's someone with integrity. Integrity of the body. This is maybe the change, because I was not taking care of my body. So integrity means like respect your body the way you receive it, or improve it, but not disrespect. And integrity of your words, of your action. I mean, everything you say, you have to commit to it, to have to deliver. You have to have the back. You say in French, there's an expression like j'ai le dos, j'ai bon dos. I mean, you can carry your own problem and the problem of others. So for me, an alpha man is that. And there is this, I think it's a UK quote, don't explain, don't complain. Don't complain, explain,
True.
I guess there is also something, because I'm going through a lot of things sometimes. You don't need to know that. Because my humble action will be to inspire you. So if I start going into all the problems I have, what inspiration?
Exactly.
See?
Exactly.
As I get inspired by some people who probably go through. See, everyone has the same trouble in life. Honestly, everyone go through the loss of people that we love, choice, good choice, bad choice, losing everything, having. I guess it's just the purpose of life.
True.
And an alpha man, I believe, is someone who stay
on the course,
to his vibration, to his line. You hit, he takes, he moves on. You give a lot, he stays more. He doesn't go crazy like, oh, now I'm rich, now powerful, I'm gonna be nice with everyone now. For me, integrity. And I believe I'm trying to drive my life, my career, and all the projects that I have with integrity.
I love that. We have a section here. It's called the Alpha Quickfires, which I'll shoot you a couple of questions. You try to be as fast as you can.
Okay.
What is the most unusual habit in your daily routine that contributed to your success?
Meditation.
What is the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
Coffee.
Your favorite yoga pose?
Warrior. One. Okay.
Best piece of advice you've received?
Don't give up.
Favorite destination for wellness retreat?
Maldives.
One word to describe your teaching style?
Entertaining.
Success definition for you?
Integrity.
Is there a motto or a mantra you live by every day?
Every inhale is a blessing, every exhale is a healing.
Who are you when nobody's watching?
The same.
What is something that somebody has told you that has hurt you and you've never forgotten?
You cannot do it. Yoga.
Yeah. If you could teach children one lesson only, what lesson it will be?
To listen.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Funny, I guess. Real. I try to be real. Yeah. This is very something important. I want to be aligned with myself. The person that I show now, try to be me. Yeah. And ambitious.
If people wants to get in touch with you, what is the easiest way and the fastest way to get in touch with you?
Instagram, definitely. Allaoua Yoga, at Allaoua Yoga.
I will put it on the description as well, but that's the fastest way.
Yeah, I'm trying not to let the DM accumulating too much, because it's really my premium way of talking with people.
Perfect. What will be the last message you want to leave our audience with today? What kind of message you want to leave the audience with?
Life is a game. Don't take it too seriously. Business as well is like playing video game. Explore, try. You cannot fail. You can just learn and learn for the next step. So don't take it too seriously.
I love that one. The last, we have what we call the Alpha Talks Memoir.
Okay.
So the Alpha Talks Memoir is like a journal that we keep with all the Alpha guests, and the Alpha guest has to do a couple of things.
Right.
The first one is to write their experience in the show.
Okay.
The second one is to write a question to the next Alpha guest.
Okay.
Whatever question comes to your head, it's a way of connecting the Alpha guests together.
Very good.
And the third one is who can you recommend to come to the show and give value to our audience.
Okay.
So are you ready to answer the question?
Yes. Question: Alpha man is only men or
Nobody wrote this question to me. I was waiting.
Yeah, I mean, like I know some women.
Yeah, they're alphas.
The
Yeah,
alpha.
true. Oh my God. Be honest. What time do you get up and what time do you go to bed? Be honest. I don't know why you need to be honest, but be honest.
5:30.
In the morning.
When I have to.
Yeah. So you wake up 5:30 in the morning and you go to bed at what time?
Before 10, usually.
Perfect.
With the kids. I mean, I put them and sleep.
Man, I loved the interview and I loved
Love to be
the
here.
interview before the interview. It was really an honor and an amazing conversation.
Honor is mine. Thank
Man,
for
you made me
giving me
love yoga. Let's say 3 hours before I hated yoga. So now
So my job
I'm
is
part
done.
of part of the yoga gang. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you, bro.
And hopefully we'll catch up soon. Thanks.
Yeah, definitely.
I appreciate it.
Take
Thank
care.
you.
See you.
That wraps another inspiring episode of today's show. I hope that this episode has ignited your inner alpha and left you feeling inspired, motivated, and ready to conquer any challenge that comes your way. Remember, alphas aren't born, they're made. It isn't about dominating others, it's about embracing your authenticity, leading with integrity, and making a positive impact on the world. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe to the Alpha Talks on your favorite podcast platform. Leave us a review and share the podcast with your fellow alphas. Also connect with us on social media at Saif Al Hakim. Share your thoughts, insight, and stories of personal and business growth with us. Let's create a movement of alphas supporting one another. The world needs more alphas like you exactly. Until next time, stay bold, stay driven, and stay alpha.